Hello everyone, it's Evie here. Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Brawlhalla community and how it has affected me and my experience from it. And if you do enjoy this video, then leave a like, subscribe, don't forget to join the Discord and Blue Sky as well. Let's get straight into today's video. So, when I first started playing Brawlhalla, I think it was back in 2023, I believe. And that's when my so-called friend, let's call him Johnny, told me the game. So me and my friend Johnny at the time, we were really good friends at the time. Before I even came out as trans, and he told me the game, right? It was like, hey, we need, a game to play. A game that's crossplay. And I was like, you know what? Sure. I was in the middle of, I think, live streaming or playing Bedrock or Skyward with my friends. Other friends I met to live streaming, and then and then me and him started playing, and then he started to so he was like, hey, we got this other really good friend name. We're gonna call him, you know, uh, Ghostly, and yeah, and so Ghostly and Johnny were like, hey, you know, you know, we can play Brawl together. I'm like, you know what? Yeah. So we play free for all, and yeah, it was fun at first. But then when me and Johnny and Rosie start talking, start being friends and stuff like that, that's when things went downhill. I started playing Brawlhalla by myself and started to really start spiraling. I started shouting, screaming, and not really being this nice, polite, and understanding person because in the game there's this move to slide attacks slash crit attacks. You could do true combos or just combos and strings and dodge read. And dodge read is when someone dodges up, down, left, right, depending on the combo you're doing. You can read that dodge to punish him, so to speak. And so, yeah, that is exactly what I did. Was like I started getting good at Brawlhalla, and the thing that really, you know, got to my nerve was people to spam. So I started to fight spam them, started to message spam them. I have this whole video exposing myself and how Brawler affected me, but like apologize for my actions. But this is actually what happened when when doing what happened pretty much. During those party invites, I would get myself into really bad people where they were homophobic, transphobic, close-minded, and they would ask me weird questions like, for example, oh, what's in your pants? For example, oh, beautiful, this is for educational purposes. Um, like, for example, like, oh, do you have a dick or a vagina? And it'd be the dose of the questions, and then it'd be really creepy, and then not only that, it would be from my kids asking it to teenagers to even grown ass men with kids and wife asking us questions. And it's like, bruh, like, why do you need to know so much about if I have this? Because then the way they view the world is this. Is that, oh, if you have a dick, you're a man. If you have a vagina, you're a woman. But since I'm a trans woman, I don't think that at all. I'm like, hey, I have one, but that doesn't exactly make me a man. And like I know myself better than any Brawlhalla player. I am me. I know for a fact I am a woman, right? And they just wouldn't listen. They would keep asking me, and pushing, and be like, and all this I did this all to myself, by the way. All of this was because I got mad over Brawlhalla and the fact that I couldn't going to handle a lot. It's going to handle people being annoying, but it is what it is. And yeah, and then it'd be more inappropriate questions like, "Oh, so since you're a woman, you have dick in your butt?" And it's like, no. If you ever have, if I ever have someone to talk to, I have a partner, right? I would rather have someone that's nice, supportive, accepting of me being a trans woman, and supporting me being a trans tomboy woman, and just allowing me to be my full and authentic self and stuff like that, and not caring what I have inside my pants and stuff like that. Not caring at all. And be like, you know what? If that's who you are, then that's who you are. I'm not gonna judge you. I'm not gonna do any of that. And yeah, like it is something that really, really kind of annoyed me sort of way, where it's like, can you stop? And then they just wouldn't really stop doing it. And it'd be like the same old questions over and over and over again. And it's like, why do you need to care so much about like what type what I have? Like it got weird. And you're asking all these like inappropriate questions you shouldn't be asking anyone. And I'll also be telling them straight up like, hey, like what if your friend came out as trans? And be like, okay, then I wouldn't be the friend no more. Straight up. Because that's weird. That's what Dave Brawlhalla said. I would never say that to any LGBTQIA plus community. I would never say that. Never. Never. And yeah. And another saying is that the Brawlhalla community, when you lose, is that they make fun of you for losing, right? Like, you lost. And if you play ranked, there's a thing called ELO. And depending on how high or low you are in the rank, you gain as a 15, 13, or how many ELO up they are from you. And yeah. Then they'll be like, like in, like from Simpsons, like Nelson. Like, really? You can make fun of people for being with the having fun playing Brawlhalla? Like, really? Is that really what you're gonna become? And it's like each time when I tell them the truth about their behavior, the funny thing is they'll block me each and every single time. It's like almost like they don't like being told on and be told how their actions have consequences. It's like, quite weird, right? Of how being toxic, rude, hurtful, hateful has consequences and stuff like that. It's almost as if being that way causes people to not like being around you, then causing you not really have good friends who you can really depend on down the road. And it's like, I wonder if that's the case. I also try to tell them, hey. And have them like, they're like, yeah, these friends I know from IRL. Maybe those friends of yours is the reason why you're this way that you are, way that you are. So they're saying that you always have to be toxic, put on this persona, this fake business yourself when you're around them. Then when you're not around them or chatting with them in the party, you're not like that. That's this really weird type of thing where people just always assume that you always have to be good at video games. Then I try to be like, hey, I come from the manga community. Like, they're like, what does that have to do with, Brawlhalla? I'm like, help me out. Because for one, do you think that people be like, oh, you're bad at building? Oh my god. Like, dumb. Stuff like that. But, like, that doesn't mean that you should make fun of others for being bad at a video game. Because, here's the thing. A lot of people, that could be demotivating from playing a video game, right? I can tell them, so I'm not good. And the thing is that I've improved so much at Brawlhalla over the years, I was able to make it a down rank 3 times. And the people still be like, yeah, but you're bad. And the fact that you lost to me equals that you're bad. It's like, you're telling me that if someone loses all studying bad. I don't think your logic makes sense because then I'm like, so you're telling me that people should just give up? Like, no, I don't understand. Are you saying I'm bad and stuff like saying that people who lose to you are bad? No, here's the thing, right? People are learning. You have to learn to learn. And it's like the overall community forgotten about the whole concept of mistakes equals learning. You have to make mistakes in life to learn from them. Like take this channel for instance. My mic used to have this really bad audio quality. So did my streams. So did my videos as well. But each time I'm learning and learning and learning to become a better and better content creator. Because learning, you suddenly be scared about learning new stuff. And not only that, it's like they make fun of people who just not as good as them. And it's like, really? Is that gonna be really your whole personality? It's just gonna be like, you're bad, I'm better. It's like I'm like it doesn't really affect. It did affect me for a long time, but now looking back, like, it didn't even matter because like, one, I tried so hard to get a game I never really enjoyed. I joined it for a little while. Like after such a long time playing it, you're dealing with so many hateful people that would just, oh yeah, another thing that the development community would do is taunts, like emotes. That they would use them to gain ground to get free win from players. Then they can leave. Like, you love the game, meaning I can make it higher up. It's like, really? The players I told that to, regretfully, would do that to me to get free win out of me. And it's like, really? Is this really the type of like life you want to live? Where you're always being toxic, rude, close-minded all the time, thinking that players always have to be as good as you. But I'm telling you now, it's not gonna be, a good thing at all. Like the brother communities love to see people just struggle, and then they want to say, oh, in sense, like, oh, so they use the R word, right? They say the F slur. It's like, then I'm like, yeah, I'm that, so what? At first I wasn't that confident, but then I got more and more confident and more, but I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I am that. What are you gonna do about it? All you can do is complain, right? And then they're like, okay, you get annoying. I'm just gonna block you. And more other players that knew what you were doing, keep on doing it, and then be like, oh, I don't want to talk to you. And it's like, if you don't, like, me, what makes me more confused and annoyed with anything, if you're gonna be annoying towards someone and then don't want the attention of someone, why even bother being annoying towards them in the first place? That's not a Jack Dorsey thing to do, I'm sorry. Like, that's legit. That is something a Jack Dorsey fan would do. Be like, oh yeah, look at me. Go look at me. While I just, be toxic and rude. Like, you're not really accomplishing anything like by being that way. I hope you know that. Like if you want to accomplish stuff in life, don't be rude, don't be toxic, don't be hateful, don't be closed-minded. Just learn that everyone's different and unique. Like, and it's like, they don't understand that concept or whatever. It's like, how do you not understand that people are people no matter what? Like, it does not make any sense whatsoever to be like, yeah, I'm gonna be annoying, and then don't expect anyone to retaliate. Like, hey, can you stop? Especially when you're on Xbox. And it's like, on time that you get settings where you can't see them vacations and party invites or message. But still, it's like, and it's like, what? You can't just be annoying and expect people to be like, hey, can you stop? Sorry, but like, it's like developers doesn't even think about that, definitely not on Xbox Live. And the fact that they're also like, the people that I talk to, I'm talking to nice, respectable people who are not closed-minded and homophobic, transphobic, which is a relief. But, but sadly, there's so much more hateful people in the Brawlhalla community that makes it kind of harder and harder and harder to really trust people at times. I'm not even lying when I say this, because it's like, oh, look at me. Like, oh, look at me, for example. I'm just gonna know. I'm gonna, tell you like, oh, you're male according to me, or that you're bad, and that you're sucked all the time, and that you haven't improved. It's like, what does someone have to do to be able to be seen as good? Nothing. The Bully community is filled with hateful, toxic people. It just only wants people to be bad at the game and doesn't want anyone to improve. And that's because of my so-called friend Johnny. When he first started the game, he wouldn't even teach me how to play the game at all, because he was so caught up in his ego that he wanted a game where he was good, where he was able to beat me in that dragon each and every single time. And I understand that. I was good at 1.8.9 PvP, and at the time. Now that I suck, I haven't touched it in such a long time. And yeah, the one thing that I just don't understand is that you don't want to know people to bother you, then don't be annoying. Don't be jerks. Don't be annoying to such people. Don't give people a reason to be like, hey, message you and stuff on Xbox. Because it does not make sense at all to be that way. Because of the fact that people don't deserve to be treated like trash all the time. Because of the fact that by treating people like trash, they're gonna treat you. By treating people like trash, like how you like be treated the way that you want to be treated. If you want to treat people like shit, they're gonna treat you like shit. Simple as that. It's simple logic. Simple math right there, really. It's like they don't really see that one coming. But because of myself, message spamming and then party spamming, I talked to two people who know how to dox, and they did. And yeah, and I stopped doing it for a while. And yeah. And then I tried stop playing the game, but yeah. Like, I'm not trying for you to like stop playing any platform fighters or Brawlhalla. I'm not trying to scare anyone off from playing the game. This is just my own experience from the community on Xbox. Because of the fact that, for whatever reason, if you're trans or autistic, the mix up autistic, the neurodivergence, with Down syndrome, and make fun of people who are Down syndrome. It says I'm really, really defensive about that. I'm like, hey, you should not be making fun of people who are autistic, neurodivergent, and or Down syndrome. Because that, no. Like just no. Like just no. It definitely not make fun of people who are trans. I don't say that is something that they may not understand. But like, it's like, really? They go, yeah, but because they're dumb. We use the R word, be like, okay. Answer me this. How come when I see my friends who are autistic, neurodivergent, whatever way you want to call it, without saying the R word, R slur, how come they're able to do math really good? And is able to solve puzzles really well? Can you really explain that to me? Right? And then half the time not be afraid to be weird, depending on the person, right? And it's like, you're telling me that because someone is autistic, it, how they're dumb all the time? That doesn't make no sense. Then it's like, yeah, but then they use the and like you're an N because you're born with, like, no, not at all. Like, this is how I can tell you haven't done that you have to take advanced biology or even biology at all. Even 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 open enough to see that the world is so different and so unique that you would rather see through one lens and beyond through multiple other people's lenses. And so and isn't that the community isn't is there's an Xbox people that I met is that they're not empathetic, nice, respectful, understanding, not willing to learn, toxic, hateful, hurtful, homophobic, and transphobic. Meaning that someone is gay, bi, or pansexual, they'll say anything about it. Like, no, that's weird. If you're trans, agender, bigender, gender fluid. Oh my god, I'm gonna complain. That thing. It's like, for one, you cannot like complain. Okay, they can, but like it's something that brings us LGBTQIA plus folks down. It's like, so you're gonna complain that I live in a happier life. And you think because I'm autistic, trans, and never let that I'm struggling. I'm like, why do you to really, answer me this? I have a job, I get paid, right? And the fact that you assume that I'm doing bad at life is quite funny. Because of the fact that that's not even the case at all. Because if you look at yourself, for instance, like you making fun of others, always actually sitting in life. Do you think that any job wants that? It wants an employee? No. Like I'm told multiple players in Brawlhalla community that like if you keep going down this path, it means that person no one can really rely on. You like see your friend comes out. You know how hard and difficult it is to come out as gay, bi, trans, agender, bigender, or whatever. It's scary, and then you just gonna stop being their friend because of that. Like really? And it's like baffles me that they don't see their own ignorance and their own closed mindedness in that. And then another person I talked to was like this, like, okay, so tell me if someone was to change their skin color from let's say black to white, then all of a sudden like they can be like a white person. It's like no, because that's ancestry. You can't do the ancestry. Like so let's say a white person went to change the skin color from white. It's like that's not even possible. Like, what if it's not? Like that's changing the gene. That's legit is impossible. And it's like this stuff they had me. It's like you really didn't. But if I had to look down, and they always showed me like images of like that. It's like for one, and it looks like a person I mixed or trying to, and you can still see like they're black. I'm not trying to be racist at all. It's the fact that they think, oh, if people can change their gender, then you know, then they can change their ethnicity, their race. It's like, where the fuck did you get that idea from? The whole argument is so messed up in the head, in a bad way, where it's like, okay, so you're telling me that the Brawlhalla community can't keep us together and realize, oh, everyone's different, unique, everyone is cis, straight. It's like, yeah, and most people that I met were probably black, like African American, not or a mix of that. Because most times they'll say the N word straight up, and not even being racist here. Is that I could tell. And the sad thing is, I could tell how old they were. And it's like disappointing that as well, because it's like, why would you want someone to be able to guess your age for one? What are you trying to be creepy? And I could just tell from how they were, how they act, and how they behave. And it's like you're telling me that you wake up, that they wake up in the morning, eat breakfast, and then get your chores done, right? And then, boom, done. Up on Xbox, play Brawlhalla, that's what you do. Then be toxic towards others. Then be like, yeah, since trans and autistic with a list, that means you're struggling, right? It's like, no. Like, that's a wrong way to think about things. Like, that's not even funny. And it's like, you're telling me that you don't understand that people who have autism and have a lisp and who are trans can still get a job, right? Can still be very well succeeded in life. And yet, you don't really see that? Then the funny thing is to try to use a word, oh, you sound like a nerd. What type of content creator that we know how call everyone nerds? Leave it in the comment section down below. It's like, you can't really say, oh, you sound like a nerd or geek. It's like, you can't really say that to me because I know I'm a nerd, straight up. Like, you can't really do that when someone already know that they're trans and the fact that they know for a fact they're autistic and a nerd. Like, it doesn't make sense. Then they have this, like, weird, like they sexualize trans women and stuff, like saying, oh, since you're a trans woman, that must mean that you want dick in your butt. It's like, no, like, that's the only thing they see a woman as, then you have some serious issue. Not serious issue, but like, God, something want about women. Because women are like legit nice, respectable people who just want to be listened to and heard. That'd be huge urge for like adult fun time type stuff. It's like gross and disgusting to really assume that every single woman is into that type of stuff. And I'm not saying that trans women, when anyone part of the LGBTQIA plus community, can't have adult fun time. Not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that people shouldn't be asking those type of questions towards people at all. That's what I try to tell them. If you were to ask anyone's partner that like, oh, do you like dick in your butt? Or, oh, do you have a dick or penis? I mean, do you have a dick or vagina? To anyone's partner? That person look at that person and be like, what? You just asked my partner? What, your private parts, really? They'll be looking down weird, and sometimes, like, sometimes, depending on the person, like, they can get mad and be like, wait a minute. What did you say? I'd be mad, but like, did you really try to say that my partner has those? But like, I don't know. I'd be like, you tell me that you're also in the general police? Yeah, and then they tried, and all, it's like so weird that they all go for like the the, the private parts. So it's like, right, stop. And I also told them that although it's skills that make sense if you're like the employer of someone for a job. Let's say that you need someone that knows how to work a cash register or know how to create mop and clean windows and stuff like that. Or like work concerning machinery. Then that would make sense to be to like, yeah, I'm sorry, you don't really have the skills that we need for this job position, but you have the skills for this job position now. And yeah, that makes sense there, but playing vegan and make sense others based on this, based on if you're even trying to be good at the game, doesn't make sense. I also became that better while becoming more and more toxic with people who were just trying to have fun. And I realized that. And yeah, it's this type of thing where it doesn't make sense at all, where people just always assume that people are going to be good at the game that they play. But it's like, you either play the game for fun, don't get others, don't give people a reason to message you, to party spam you for one, or just listening to someone tells you to stop. And then like, I'm going to continue being annoying to that person because I can. And it's like, what motivates you to wake up in the morning to be toxic towards others? I also asked them that question, and the funny thing is, they never answer that question. And it's like they know for a fact is that if they answer that question honestly, they would have gotten caught. And be like, oh, do you do it because it makes you feel good inside? Because of the fact that you just don't know how to really react when people trying to have fun? Then thinking, oh, yeah, because in the game, there's emotes after the whatever you can do, or this is Legend of Core, which is a walk, the Legend just has hammer and guns, right? They'd be like, yeah, Core thumbs down. It's like, really? And sometimes they go for be like dementia, be like, you bad, you're bad, and I'm better. It's like you look around you, kid. There's more and more and more and more videos coming out each year. And the fact that you're not really seeing it with your own two eyes is quite funny. And at this point, it's funny that they tried to insult others, being like, yeah, you're so bad at the game, you're so bad, you're so bad at the game, and I'm better, because look at you, it's 10-0. It's like, okay, for one, it doesn't matter. No, just look at you. You're making your whole personality only about Brawlhalla. Only about that. That's it, that's all. Then they complain about us LGBTQIA plus folks. Oh, you make that your personality. We don't! It's like, what are you even on about for one there? Like people are just gonna like always are they really expect someone to always be good 24/7, 365, 366 for the rest of their goddamn life and playing Brawlhalla? Like that's not really a realistic mindset to really have. Like, that's such a bad mindset to have. But like that's not even a joke. It's like, are you really saying that people have to be good at the game all the time? Is that really what you're saying? Because what you saying right there doesn't equal anything. It equals like, you know, it does not make sense. I'm saying, like, it got to the point for me where each time when I play the game, I'd be upset, annoyed, and not even want, but then still, I'll still force myself to play. And it's like, why? Why even bother playing a game I don't enjoy? Because I just wanted to make it a diamond multiple times. One to level up my legend, which was Zol and Rayman. Zol is an ogre. It has canon and axe. Well, Rayman, even though Rayman from his games, has his brother, has axe and gaunt. And yeah, and the fact that people base people on the skill of Brawlhalla, it's like it doesn't make sense really. You might as well, you know, not play the game at all if you're that type of person. And seeing it that really annoys me that I asked him, oh, so this is someone wanted to learn from you, right? Like no, only he knows people are good at stuff that I'm good at. And I'm like, okay, so are you saying that if someone is bad at something that you're good at, you're not gonna be friends with them? Okay. Here's the thing. A, that's gonna be difficult. One, the limited amount of friends you're able to have. And B, that just really makes people who just want to be friends with you gonna be like, why do I have to be good at something that you're good at? That makes no sense at all. It doesn't really make sense at all, really. Just think about it in the long run. And all these things is just wild. Just all the things I kind of like experience from like homophobia, transphobia. People say that, oh, you're not good, you'll never be good enough. Then people saying, oh, your mom doesn't love you, your friends don't like you. Then from accusations going, oh, your mom forced you into this. And it's like, no. It's like, no. Like, I knew I was trying for a very, very long time. Like, they wouldn't listen. That's because I'm a trans woman, and the fact that they don't listen to people who are trans. And they say, yeah, sorry, I don't listen to weirdos like you. And it's like, okay, you understand why? Like, I also would like sound straight up, and also would kind of expose me, right? Be like, okay, the thing people do is press Y on the Xbox controller, they mute the other people in the Xbox party, right? And if they invited me to the party, which I had to, like, say, 5 to 6 to 7 or 8 of their friends, I mute them all and talk over them. Wait up. If they're gonna be talking towards me, I'm gonna be talking towards them. I'm be like, hey. Not that I should have not gone to the party, but whatever, joining the Xbox party, but I wanted to be like, hey, stop. And I know that that wouldn't have never worked. I want to at least try. And the fact that they wouldn't stop, it's something that is just beyond me. And it's like, he also exposed me from the friend going, so you telling me that straight up that someone is too weird? Okay, here's the thing. If someone's weird, then here's the thing. What console are you playing on? Then they'd be like, Xbox. Like, yeah, so you know what's weird is that people have to be weird and unique. Because we need weird and unique ideas to be able to cure cancer, be able to figure out more ways to help illnesses, sicknesses. But if we weren't unique or different at all, we wouldn't be able to really figure out how to really, solve any of those issues in life at all. And I feel like people have forgotten about the fact that we need unique, special people in life to be able to, I don't know, make people feel better and stuff. And I always tell them, think people are weird, but don't think people are weird. They're telling me that you would talk to Steve Jobs and people who invented the iPhone, the Android, the Xbox, the PlayStation, Marvel, DC, and Disney, Pixar, Universal, DreamWorks. You want to listen to anyone? Like, it looks like it can go on and on and on and on. And then they'd be like, but that nothing to do with not. Like, here's the thing, it kind of does. You kind of saying you want to listen to anyone that's weird? Or a nerd? Okay. And then they'd be like, yeah, take it too seriously. At the time, I wouldn't listen, but now I'm like, you know what? I did. I did take the game too seriously. But, yeah. It's like, I would already told this the reason why, and the fact I just wanted it to be good. I just wanted to focus too much so I can be good at another type of video game besides Minecraft. But, long one, it wasn't worth it at all. And that, it got less and less and less fun to play. And the fact that people will say the exact same transphobic and homophobic things over and over and over again. Say the exact same thing, got to the point where they'll be able to predict what they were gonna say. I'd be like, oh, so is it because, I'm bad, Brawlhalla, is that what you're gonna say? And I'd be like, yeah. And sometimes it's like, they telling me that if someone's bad at Brawlhalla, does that mean that you have to be rude, toxic to them? No! Because then everyone's gonna be good at stuff that you're gonna be good at. You and every one of your friends is unique and special. There'll never be another one of you again. Once you pass on, there'll never be another one of you ever. With the same mannerism, with the same style, the same mindset, movements. There will never be another one of you. You may have like kids, but your kids will never be the exact same person as you. Stuff like they may have the same features like nose, eye color, hair, like that, but nobody be the exact copy, if you know what I mean. Like, and it's like you're wasting your whole life being toxic in a video game, but that won't be matter to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 years to 10 to 9 to 10 years from now. And each time when I expose them on that, from the friends, they'll block me and kick me from the party. And it's like, then don't be toxic. Don't give me a reason to expose you like that. Be your friend and how you and your friends are. Say, oh, this kid is annoying. And use the wrong pronouns and stuff. And it's like, you're telling me that you can't handle someone exposing you, but then you're able to be toxic, rude, and hurt people's feelings and have fun with it? That is messed up. I can go on and on and on about this for hours and hours and hours about my experience. Because the fact that I dealt with people who scream into the mics, been doxxed by the Brawlhalla community, and just straight up, just treated like absolute dog shit. Not even treated like being treated like human. Now they tell, and also kind of expose me like being like, they're telling me that someone should be so good at Brawlhalla, but this is to be good every single day. Hop on, take a shower, eat breakfast. 6 hours in the morning, eat breakfast, then eat lunch, then after always doing their chores, hop on. Should be really really good at playing the game for years and years and years and years on end, non-stop. That mindset over there, that's wrong. You're thinking everyone's gonna be as good as you? Look around you, bud. There's like a single professional football player or NFL player, a soccer player or golf player, hockey player, baseball player is gonna care that much about being good at one particular video game? Really? I understand that the competitive community can be toxic at times. I completely understand that. But that doesn't make any excuse at all to dogs, to treat people like shit, and to treat people like absolute, like just treat people it's not even human. You have this mindset thinking that people should just become less human and more AI. Just to become but they can always win games on and on and on. And the highest rank you can make up to is 3000 elo, or 2900 elo, or 2800, or 27, or 2600 elo. And that's it. No one's made it by 3000 elo before. Never. And the fact that they think that, oh, always have to be this really good player all the time. Again, I used to have that mindset until I realized it was not benefiting me at all. So I changed and started playing the game entirely. And those people who are not willing to change and say sorry, say, you know what, my bad, and that, that I'll just go and honestly, like what I said wasn't right. I always say my sorry to players who I hurt. And, yeah, it's the fact that the bug community that I talk to, it just, Xbox community, there's that multiplayer Brawlhalla on Xbox, just, what are you even doing with your life for one? Like, you're not really benefiting anyone by being toxic, transphobic and homophobic, and rude and hurtful and hateful. You're just proving to them that you can't be, that you can be easily be proved wrong. Like, and it's like, this type of mindset where they always assume people always have to be good all the time. And it's like, okay, so you want people to always be good at video games? You do know that's legit impossible, right? Because some video games, it's Brawler, you make your mental go down so down the drain, make it go so insane, that it makes you do stuff that you will regret down the road. Right? And it's like, why even bother? And sometimes they probably invite me when I'm even sleeping, because most of the times I'm probably invited when I was sleeping. I look at my notifications and be like, oh. Like, hey, you're bad. It's like, I even touched the game. Then you want to play with me, then all of a sudden invite your friends. Then all of a sudden go from nice to being toxic. It's like, oh, so you're only able to be nice when your friends aren't around. That by saying. Really. Like, is this type of like idea that people always have to be good at a video game? It's like, it's not really true at all. It's also the wrong mindset to really have about someone for one. Because right there and now, you can tell them, hey, I only value you as a good player in the game. If you start being good at this game, I'm gonna start being friends with you type mindset. Meaning that all the friends that they hang out with, they don't love them unconditionally. They love them conditionally, so to speak. And yeah, that type of like mindset, I just don't really like having, so to speak. It's like, what's even the point, right, of being that way? I don't know, and I will never understand why. But but that the whole broad community just can't treat people with just decency once in their life without treating people like absolute dogs. And yeah, like something that really does disgust me. And yeah, like what I really wanted to make this video, like not gonna lie, I wanted to make the video for the longest time. So it's like it's been something that's been in my brain to talk about for the longest time, and it feels good talking about like how the brother community has affected me down, affected me deeply. Because now I have trust issues talking to people. Because now when people say this like, "Are you are you trans?" I'm always expecting someone to say this toxic remark. And then when you had to say something nice, like, oh, so I need to always do always defend myself. And it sucks that I always have to defend myself because because I'm autistic, trans, with a lisp, and then I always got to defend the LGBTQIA plus community. Like, oh, but if you have a dick or a vagina, then that means either a man or woman. Like, no, like it's on my nerves. Like, bruh. I knew talking about this is gonna get on my nerves, get me really agitated, but I had to. I had to, like straight up, I had to. Like, and yeah. So if you did enjoy this video, then do leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, don't forget to join Discord, those guys as well. And yeah, it's wrong in the next one. See ya.